Yeah, took him off the streets, no ransom, blamed him. Chop his head off, leave the body, only the hands come.
Don't forgive me for my sins. A chin checker, I'm known to check chins. Everybody my enemy, I ain't got no friends. The joke is over.
Ooh, that joint crazy. You heard? LAZ, make sure you go on YouTube, type in Sunny Gibbs, and check out that music. Bro building a catalog right now on y'all. You heard? Hey yo, shout out to the bro Dylon and the Top 5 show. You heard, for spinning the bro King Taco the other night on Fubu Radio. They got a big hip hop radio station over there. You heard? And the bro Dylon be making mega moves. You heard? Make sure y'all check that Top 5 show every Sunday night on iHeartRadio from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. If you want to hear that real Brooklyn action, tune in. Make sure you go to thebloodsaga.com, download the book, listen to the audio book, or go cop that physical copy if you a real one like me that likes that authenticity of having the actual book, because I got the actual book. You heard? Shout out to the bro Avery Brown that wrote this book. It's blowing up. It's all over the internet. Everybody talking about it. The bro got deals on the table, talking TV and movie deals with this book. It's not a game. You heard? Thebloodsagas.com. Go check that. Tell them LAZ sent you.
It's two systems. You know, it's the criminal justice system and it's the criminal injustice system. And the criminal injustice system is reserved for us. They banging on, they open up cell, they went up cell 5, open up cell 5. That made me get on the gate. So I'm looking on the gate, I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? And I'm like this, oh shit, you that shorty I sent the books to. You know what I'm saying? They opened up his cell, man. He was in there hanging, bro. I remember one time, right? When I was this when I was on the island, you hear me? Mm-hmm. So something had happened to one of the bros that he was in a 5 building. He was on the island with me, but this one of the bros from the street. You know what I'm saying? And you know, police had opened up his cell while he was in there arrested. Opened up his cell and allowed dudes to, you know, go in his cell and tear him up. You know what I'm saying? So I was in the 4th building at the time, but you know, I used to you know, call the bros in the street, you know, just to, you know, stay in tune with what was going on. And one of the bros that I had called had mentioned the incident, like, yo, Gibbs, man, you gotta, like, what the fuck? Like, you gotta get next to him. I'm like, yo, homie, I'm on the way in the 4th building. You know what I'm saying? We chilling over here. This shit like New York, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean get next to him? He like, yo, and then he tell me the situation. I'm like, damn, that's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But now, I gotta figure out how to get next to this little nigga. You know what I'm saying? So short story shorter, a kite had came about an individual that came from the mountains. He came from the mountains. He was going to court, but he was doing a lot of fuck shit in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? So when he landed on the island, he landed in the 4th building. And it just so happens that the dude lands in my house. So now, that's my way out right there. You know what I'm saying? Now the bro that got hit up in the 5 building, you know, after he went to his hearing, all that shit, you know, because he ended up shaking, you know, they gave him box time. So he ended up going to the box. So now with this dude that just landed in my house, you know, the kite came, you know, that son wasn't no good. So I looked at that as the opportunity that I needed to get the fuck up out of there and take my ass back to the box. So that's what I did. You know, son ended up getting stabbed up, and at first they didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So when the dude get hit, I go back in my cell, lock in. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my cell. I got my curtain up. on the where I got the little screen that's on the door. I got that shit blocked. So I'm in my cell, I'm listening to Hot 9, you know what I'm saying? I done rolled up something, and next thing you know, the Turtles came, and it was Dat Melendez. Dat Melendez was with the Turtles, and they opened up my cell. So when they opened up my cell, I didn't know they opened up my cell because I was listening to Hot 9. I was in my zone, you know what I'm saying? So when they opened up my cell, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Fuck you open up my cell for? Like, it was like, yo, step outside your cell. I'm like, for what? I'm like, yo, step outside your cell. I'm like, yo, I'm not stepping out my cell, man. Like, fuck you talking about? Close my cell. It's like, and you in here smoking? Yeah. Like, y'all act like this. Y'all don't know what the fuck going on up in this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm in here smoking, man. Yo, just step out your cell. I'm not stepping out my cell. So the homies, like, in the 4 building, like, the cells is facing each other. You know what I'm saying? So one of the homies that was in the cell across from me was like, yo, Gibbs, yo, just come out your cell, bro. Just come out your cell. I'm like, yo, nah, man, this nigga telling me to step out my cell. He ain't telling me why I'm stepping out my cell. Nah, I'm not coming out my cell. Mind you, I got crutches, bro. You heard? So the homie like this, yo, Gibbs, nah, yo, bro, man, just step out your cell, see what them niggas want, man. You know what I'm saying? This way, shit won't get crazy up in here, man. Just step out your cell. So I end up stepping out my cell. I step out my cell, and I noticed 2 of the Turtles was, you know, 2 females that was part of the like a clique. It was a clique of females in that building that was, you know, they was for us. You know what I'm saying? They had blue on, but you know they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They was for us. You know what I'm saying? So when I noticed them, they was part of the Turtle. You know, I came out and you know, my peripheral, I'm looking at them without turning my head, like, yo, what the fuck is this about? And she telling me, she was like, yo, some guy saying that you stabbed him. So I'm like, what? I'm like, oh shit, nah, this nigga ain't put no flim flam on me, B. So they take me down to intake. I'm in the Y meat pens all fucking night, man. All night. They done came and bought me my property. They done did all that shit. So now I'm in the cell, and I end up falling asleep. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3 in the morning. The CO come, he wake me up. He like, yo, Gibbs. The ambulance is coming back. I think that's boy. So I'm like, whoa. So boom, I get up. You know what I'm saying? I get up. I'm looking. I see the ambulance parked right outside. And then when son come in, he come in with the CO, you know, some other people, and I'm calling them. I'm like, this your son. I'm like, this your fam. Yo, tell them niggas I ain't stab you, boy. Like, what the fuck is you, like, tell them niggas I ain't stab you. That wasn't me. So he just looking at me, and he just keep it pushing, walking mad fast to the infirmary. I'm like, oh, this bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So they end up the next day, which was a Sunday. It was Father's Day that day too, man. They end up taking me to back to Old Boy Box. So when I get to Old Boy Box, I know bro that was in a 5 building that got hit up. I know he was in that box. You know what I'm saying? So when they take me back to Old Boy Box, they put me in 3 South. He was in 1 South. So I go back to the box. I ain't even get a chance to do anything with my cell because they called me for a visit. Boom, I come back from the visit. Now I'm plotting on how the fuck I'm gonna get to 1 South so I can get next to this nigga. So motherfuckers in the town won't be in the uproar because they little brother just got hit up. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like this, damn, man, how the fuck I'm gonna get next to this little nigga, man? So the next day, I put down for, I signed up for rec. I still ain't unpacked none of my stuff in my cell. You know what I'm saying? The property that they allowed me to have at that point. So I had I put down for rec. I went outside the next morning. When I went outside the next morning, when it was time to go back, I ain't go back. I'm like this, now I'm not going back, man. I need y'all to go take my shit. It's in my cell. It's already packed up. Put my shit in 1 South, and then I'll go in. And they'll go in too. because we not going inside, man. You know what I'm saying? So they like, yo, where your stuff at? Come on, man. You gonna do this shit right now? Yeah, hell yeah. I'm not trying to be on. Look, I got crutches. I got all kind of shit going on, man. I ain't trying to go up all them stairs and all that, man. Put me in one south, man. So they got my shit. They put me in one south, but they put me in 14 cell. 14 cell is closer to the it's all the way in the back. You can't see shit from 14 cell. Put it like that, right? So they put my stuff in 14 cell. So when I get to one south, I'm in my cell. I call Son on the gate because he in 49 cell. The bro that got hit up, he was in 49 cell. So I called him on the gate, and just to let him know I was in the building. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to figure out how I'm gonna get in 50 cell. So now at this point, once I still didn't unpack, I just took certain things that I need, like to make up my bed, shit like that. But for the most part, I knew I wasn't gonna be in that cell long. So when this other police came on, he was fucking with dude. He was riding the fire. He was a Land King, and that's another thing too, man. Like everybody started saying 5 up after we won the war. Like that shit was crazy too. But the pig that was working that house, I've been in that box so many times, man. They was all really familiar with me. You know what I'm saying? From security down to the regular COs that worked the house, the other captains. So I called the dude that was he was the steady in that house, and I called him. I told him, I said, yo, who in 50 cell? So he told me who. I said, yo, find out when he go to court. Look on the joint and see when he go to court. So he told me, he was like, yo, he go to court tomorrow. I said, all right, so look, tomorrow, what I want you to do is, when he go to court, I want you to pack his shit up, put his shit in my cell, and take me up to 50 cell. You know what I'm saying? I need to get next to my little cousin. You know what I'm saying? That's my little cousin in 49. So he was like, all right, nah, I got you. And that's how I got next to my bro. You know what I'm saying? But while I was up there in that cell, I was with my bro. I mean, they rearrested me while I was down there because Son, he was telling. So they rearrested me for that stabbing. And but I stayed in that box until I went up top. They didn't even let me back in population. So when I went back up, but when we used to go out to the yard, me and my bro, we used to be chained together. So it was like, in order to get to him, you gotta get through me type shit. You know what I'm saying? So we was together for the duration of my box time down there until I went up top. You know what I'm saying? But while I was in that cell, there was this kid. I had a lot of books in my cell, a lot of books, a lot of magazines, because I stayed in the box. So this one kid, man, he came to the box, and I'm looking at the kid when they brought him in, and I'm like, damn, man, I seen that dude in population, man. He was quiet. He ain't never getting nothing. He wasn't no loud dude. You know what I'm saying? Like stayed to himself. So, he had noticed with Salah. He knew I was in that house because dudes was calling me, and the SPA had told him what cell I was in. So he sent me a kite, and he was like, "This your big bro. You got any books up there I could read? They just brought me to the box. Something happened in population, and I'm stressing." So I'm like, "Nah, yeah, I got you. Boom. I sent them down a couple books, and I ain't think nothing else of it until they was serving child, man. They serving child last, and when they get to his cell, they banging on, they open up cell 5, open up cell 5. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That made me get on the gate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking on the gate, I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? And I'm like this, oh shit, you that shorty I sent the books to. You know what I'm saying? They opened up his cell, man. He was in there hanging, bro. You know? He killed himself, bro. And the crazy shit is, he was innocent. You know what I'm saying? He didn't commit the crime that they said he committed. They had no evidence on him, no DNA evidence, no nothing. But, he had, his girl was he left a note too. He left a note after he killed himself. And the note was saying that, you know, my girl was supposed to come up to see me, and she didn't come up. She was with her friends, and I was like, nah, man, it gotta be deep. And he ain't kill himself because his girl ain't come see him, man. You know what I'm saying? And that be a lot on dudes, and especially, you know, when I was in Southport, I used to say, like, damn, B, you bring a motherfucker that never been in this jail in particular, forget just being in population, just from the street straight to Southport. You put them up in that motherfucker. I don't know if they mind ain't strong, man. They might not make it, man. Cause you got dudes throwing shit on each other in there, man. In Southport, they was shitting dudes down in there, man. Dudes coming out to the yard, cause you know they bandits is in the yard, so they coming to the yard with shit in their mouth, just so they could spit it on son. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like that's the shit that they was doing in Southport.
If you ain't a dude that, you know, you been through that jail shit a few times, like that shit is a shock to a person's system. Putting them on Rikers Island, like that shit is a shock to niggas' system. Like some motherfuckers, those jails is so wild and so brutal, and it don't just be the violence, it just be the cell. Some niggas ain't built for them to. Some niggas are not mentally built to be put into no fucking cage, nothing locked in. Like nobody is built that way, but we got conditioned for that shit. To whereas, you know, after going through the system a few times, you go through central bookings, you be like, man, fuck that, I'm laying down and going to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? When you first went through that shit, you be on the gate fucking stressing all night till you see the judge. You feel me? But they condition you with that shit, and that's a terrible thing to get conditioned to that. But to the average motherfucker, you put them in a Rikers Island Bing, or like you said, Southport, and they ain't never been locked up before. Psst, that shit might make a nigga hang up, bro.
Hang up. Whoa, bro. Whoa. It was this one police in Wendy. You know, Wendy is like a baby version of Attica. Is in the same hub as Attica. It's just that the population is smaller. You know what I'm saying? So and then Wendy is mixed. You got black COs, you got Spanish COs, you got some crackers, but Wendy is like the upstate version of Sing Sing. It's like the upstate Sing Sing. You know what I'm saying? And it was this one pig, bro. You know, he was on bullshit. His job was to make your stay the worst as possible. Like, you know, and he was just doing his job, but he was just overboard with it. You know what I'm saying? So one day he went, you know, just to do like a cell inspection, and you know, cause I guess they was moving some new dudes in. So, you know, he was just checking the cells just to make sure everything worked. You know, the lights worked, the toilet flush, shit like that. And when he did it, one of the black COs that know he be on bullshit time slammed the shell on him, and he just started going crazy. I'm talking about, he went so fucking crazy. It was like, oh shit. See, now you get to know how we feeling. You know what I'm saying? And that shit humbled him, man. But I know if he would have stayed in that motherfucker for probably 48 hours, he probably would have hung it up, man. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have hung it up, man.
Yo, my whole time when I was in the 4 building back in the days, I was in a dorm. So I ain't never was in a cell house. When I got to downstate and them niggas threw me in a motherfucking cell, you know how them downstate cells is too. Like them shits is dreary. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just something about the aura of them shits because nobody really stays there. So when you know when you get in one of them downstate cells, it been millions of niggas that slept in that same bed you slept in. So the aura of that shit is just so slavey. You feel me? Like When I was 17, them niggas threw me in a motherfucking downstate cell and closed that door, bro. I cried like a motherfucking baby, my nigga. I'ma keep it real with you. I cried like a baby. That shit broke me down. I'm like, oh shit. I ain't never been locked in a fucking cell like this. You feel what I'm saying? And then, you know, conditioning after a couple of days, that shit wasn't nothing. Nigga was going to lock in his cell on his own. Like, you feel me? Yo, I'm going to lock in, read this book, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
whoa.
That shit is fucked up. That shit psychologically breaks you, and you get used to that motherfucking cell, and then that cell start getting a little comfy. You heard? You be like, nah, I'm going to my motherfucking cell, nigga. I got my little light. Don't start getting some shit like little blanket from the town, little lamp. You understand what I'm saying? You start getting comfortable. That shit starts becoming, you start accepting that shit as your home. You feel me? That's why I know some niggas that was up north, they wasn't with none of that. Like niggas on their second bed and third bed, they like, nigga, I don't want no lamp. I don't want no sheets. I don't want none of that shit, nigga. I'm stayed down my whole bed. I'm not accepting this shit. I'm not getting comfortable in this motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit wicked. They closed downstate too.
Yeah,
they just closed downstate. They got Comstock on the chopping block. They closed Southport. Well, they got Comstock on the chopping block, and I think Sullivan. Those the next two maxes. But the whole thing, right? Like this kid, man. This kid killed himself, man. He hung it up, and he was innocent, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing right there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This, I just feel like it's two systems. You know, it's the criminal justice system and it's the criminal injustice system. And the criminal injustice system is reserved for us. You know what I'm saying? And that just entails, you know, arrest, jail, prison, parole, back to jail, back to prison, and the recidivism rate increases. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the criminal justice system is reserved for white people. You know what I'm saying? Probation, fines, restitution, you know, all non-incarceration shit. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I feel like that's one of the biggest crises out here. That mass incarceration. You know what I'm saying?
Like we always say on this channel, bro, like, you know, locking black people up is a multi-billion-dollar business. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, the court system, them judges, them DAs, them bailiffs, them lawyers, all of them is getting checks because you in jail. You feel me? The motherfucking Rikers Island COs, the doctors, the chefs, the nurses, everybody got a job because we go to jail. Then when we go up top, this is when they slay us. We go up top, we in a motherfucking jail, we in motherfucking Clinton Correctional Facility, and it's 2,000-3,000 of us or whatever on that compound. Nigga, these niggas file tax returns for those 2,000-3,000 motherfuckers and get money from the government to strengthen their towns. You heard? Like now, these niggas this was a motherfucking 2-horse town upstate New York where everybody was poor. They built a jail in that motherfucker. Everybody got a job. Everybody came up. Niggas building their credit. Niggas motherfucking changing their lives and creating whole economic systems off of our incarceration. You feel what I'm saying? Like niggas got doctors, dentists, motherfucking cooks, motherfucking niggas that come in and clean, construction workers, now I mean plumbers that do the plumbing and electricity for the jail. All of them niggas is getting a check off of the incarceration of black people, my nigga.
Yeah, that's a fact. And the people out here is they tax dollars. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you figure for each prisoner it's like over $100,000 a year to house him or her. You know what I'm saying? Or just over $100,000 a year, man. That's a lot of fucking money, B.
Hell yeah. People that invest in private prisons, real talk, their stockholders, when those prisons aren't packed, they sue. The stockholders sue the company like, yo, you told us that these jails was gonna stay packed. Now I mean, you got 5 jails, you got 10,000 open cells in the private prison system. What the fuck is good? We gonna sue y'all if y'all don't fill those beds up because y'all taking money out our pockets. You feel me? So that private prison shit is crazy because them niggas are forced by their stockholders to keep them motherfucking jails filled. You feel what I'm saying? So, bro, when shit start turning into private prison industries, man, like, that's when this shit gets real different and crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a movie, a crazy classic movie that a lot of people might have not saw called Prison Song. With Q-Tip, Fat Joe, classic shit.
Mary J played in that, right?
Yeah, classic shit. But that movie is super deep. Super deep. They drop so much jewels in that shit is ridiculous. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, mass incarceration of black people, bro, multi-billion-dollar business. Everybody getting their share of us. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a Fendi, and you know, I feel like that. So the whole mass incarceration is one of the biggest crises out here. Not Diddy's freak offs or any other freak off happening in the country. You know what I'm saying? And I just want the people, you know, not to get distracted. You know, not to allow the media to distract them from the real crisis that's happening in front of us. You know what I'm saying? We got innocent brothers like, you know, Umoja Paru. You know what I'm saying? Timothy Ball. The guy in Missouri right now who's slated to be executed September 24th. You know what I'm saying? And that's an innocent man. You know, he was convicted for killing a reporter, and the murder weapon and everything was still in, but none of that DNA off of that murder weapon or any forensic evidence in that apartment matches this guy. So why is he on death row?
Even executing black people is a business. You feel what I'm saying? Like, politicians be doing that shit to prove that they got the balls to have the job and keep the job. They'll kill a black motherfucker to get in office. Like, yeah, you see, he's tough on crime. He executed our first prisoner in 20 years. Like, know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers, you niggas will kill us for a political come up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And which is why, you know, one of the reasons why, you know, I got on board with this Boomerang organization, because, you know, that this organization is geared towards assisting those individuals that's wrongfully convicted. You know what I'm saying? And you know, our mission is basically stating an opportunity for a better you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're building this executive team and getting, you know, shout out to my VP too, Mel, man. I appreciate you, Mel, everything that you're doing in regards to help propel this organization. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's a serious issue, man. And it took for me to you know, actually go to prison a couple times to really understand, like, they really, that 13th Amendment, that shit is real, man. You know, slavery is abolished except, you know, it's that part right there.
You a fact. Yeah, you a slave. Once you commit a felony, they own your ass. You feel what I'm saying? You property of the motherfucking state. Like, they could make you work. They could make you work for 30 fucking cents a day if they want to. Like, they do what the fuck they want.
30 cents is top pay. Let's not get it confused. You know what I'm saying? That's
like, yo, I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit. Like, you know, I don't condone no type of fucking rape, no type of motherfucking, you know, none of that crazy shit that niggas be allegedly accused of. But you know what? You know what's crazy? Now, we all fall victim to the shit because it's all over the fucking internet. So we all fall victim a little bit. But it's like, I had to think about it the other day. Like, I had posted some funny shit about Diddy, and then I deleted that shit. I was like, yo, you know what? I'm kind of good. You feel me? Because it's just amazing how people could sit around and joke about a motherfucker losing their freedom. And like I said, I don't condone what nobody did allegedly, or if any nigga did anything, you know, rapey or whatever the fuck, like, know what I mean? But it's just crazy, bro, because I know how traumatizing going through the penitentiary is for the first time in your life. And that shit is fucking hell on earth. So for niggas to be so easily to joke about it and, you know, laugh about it, you know, a lot of these niggas, they ain't never been in them situations. You feel me? Like, you ain't never. I was 17 when they walked me up into a motherfucking maximum prison. You understand what I'm saying? With not one hair on my face. Like, you heard? Looking like I was 13.
Wow.
When they walked me up. So it's like, shit, that's illegal now. You can't even go up north, I heard, now till you 18. You know what I mean? Like, niggas was up north 16 cash and all of that. And it's like, yo, for a nigga to, you know how that shit feel for a motherfucker to be rich and famous and live in luxury for the last 30 years of their life and then have to go sit up in a motherfucking jail cell with state clothes on, with a state washcloth and some motherfucking Corecraft soap. That shit is different. Like, you know, niggas like us, we come from poverty. I was poor when I caught my case. You feel me? I was already fucked up in the hood. So, you know, jail was traumatizing, but it wasn't such a step down from what I was coming from anyway. You feel what I'm saying? But imagine a nigga being filthy rich. You in a mansion. I mean, you driving around in Bentleys, niggas driving you around. You flying in private jetting, and now your ass in the same cell as a regular nigga that was in the streets robbing and shooting. That shit is scary. You feel me? So a nigga gotta be in that motherfucker losing their sanity. And you know, niggas is joking and playing and laughing. The internet don't take nothing seriously. But it's like, yo, you know, like I said, I don't condone nothing crazy. But I just hope niggas that laugh at that shit, I just hope that, you know, they ain't never in them situations.
Yeah.
Cause that jail shit is real, nigga. You know how they say I don't wish that shit on my worst enemy? Like, I really mean that, my nigga.
Yeah.
You heard?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Niggas had me in HDM for a weed charge, nigga. You know, parole now is different laws. I was on parole. Niggas caught me with 2 ounces of weed. And niggas locked me up, violated me, and sent me a motherfucking HDM. Where niggas was getting bodied. You feel me? So, you know, and I had to go in there and have my chest out and get on that jack and everything.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's a lot of pressure for a young nigga. You know what I mean? But, you know, like they say, pressure bust pipes and make diamonds. You feel what I'm saying? But, yeah, bro. But it's just like I said, I don't wish that shit on my worst motherfucking enemy, my nigga.
Nah.
I mean, I don't wish that shit on nobody. That going through the pen shit? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that shit's serious, man. That shit's serious, man. And I you know, one more thing I just want to say, Laz, man, you know, what was possible 15, 20 years ago, you know, it was much more limited in scope than what's possible now. Which is why I appreciate you, Laz, you know what I'm saying, for creating a platform of this magnitude. You know, the quote-unquote voiceless aren't voiceless anymore. When there's a platform that allows that voice to be heard. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for allowing Bloodshed to call in and share his story. You know what I'm saying? And you know, part 2 coming. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, things of that nature, like, that's real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to take that time out, you know, just to let you know that, bro. That's official, homie.
Let me tell you, bro, I appreciate you. But let me tell you, like, these stories, I got dudes, bro, that teach at Ivy League schools and major colleges that be letting their students hear these interviews. That's studying criminal psychology. You feel me? I got dudes that write for the New York Times, for the Daily News, that contacted me and said, yo, I'm tuned in. These stories are life-changing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, real talk. So, you know, we tell these stories. It ain't just so, you know, it ain't just for niggas that we know in New York and that was locked up. Bro, you never know who's listening to these stories and changing their perspective on what they want to do in life. Because of these stories, you feel me? Niggas hear how dudes like your brother been sitting in jail for how many years?
20.
Yo, bro, 20 years, like, yo, bro, dudes from where we from, they do 20 years like it's nothing. I know 20 niggas, I know 30 motherfuckers who did 20 years. Bro, that shit is crazy to an average person.
Yeah.
It's insane to do that much time. You feel me? So when dudes hear these stories, they like, 20 years? You been sitting for 20 years? Like, a dude will really be like, all right, I'm gonna find a different route to get this money, stay fly. I don't need to go to jail.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, you know, this shit bigger than us. Our stories are bigger than us.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I believe that shit. I believe that. It's definitely bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's about that posterity out there, man. You know what I'm saying? And being impactful with it. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, bro.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of traps in these streets, bro. You know, it's rough for a lot of us. You know, it's traps all in these streets. You know, we got egos. You know, we got motherfucking reputations and names to keep. And, you know, all of that shit that comes along with being from where we from and the culture that shit breeds. And, you know, that shit'll have a nigga trapped back off in the penitentiary. I know a lot of dudes that came home from the can and they was doing well. Until one day, they jumped out the window and did some crazy shit. You feel me? And it's like, damn, son, you was out here getting money. You had a chick. You had a good, nice crib. You had a motherfucking kids. You feel me? Like, why the fuck you did that? Like, you feel me? And a dude be sitting back in that penitentiary. You know, when you come through that jail that you used to be in, that's when that shit hit you like a ton of bricks. You feel me? When you come back to that penitentiary that you went home from or something.
Yeah.
And you like, oh man, like, yo, bro, you know, the reality is like when I hear you say shit like you was talking about Wendy's and shit, you know what's crazy, bro? I be hearing a lot of younger dudes, you know, dudes younger than me, they in their 30s and shit, and they come on the channel and they be talking about these jails, and it's like, bro, these jails been here for 100, 200 years. You feel me? And to our young motherfuckers, they experience Comstock and Attica and all this shit for the first time. And it's like, when I hear shit like that, I be thinking about in the 80s, it was a kid saying that same shit. Yo, it's this jail called Attica, right? It's this jail called motherfucking Shawangunk, right? And it's like, you like, yo, bro, these jails become a part of our black history in this city and this state. Like, our motherfuckers that was here 30 years before us, they went through those same jails and had similar situations and experiences. And it's like, it's just crazy, bro, because we all grow up. We be innocent kids in the hood one day. Next day, we are expert in motherfucking maximum penitentiaries in New York.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, that shit is wild. But yeah, bro.
Whoa, man. That shit crazy. I had to shock my brain. Like, I'm not in the state pen, man. I had to enroll myself in the Penn State. You know what I'm saying? I had to switch that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Turn misfortune into a fortune. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, bro. But that shit right there, it's not a correctional facility, man. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes is going in and coming right back out. I did it. You know what I'm saying? Coming right back out and going right back. And it's crazy because I went back so fast. It's like, I ain't even want to tell motherfuckers that when I got to my first spot, when I went back up top, niggas like, yo, what jail you just came from, Gary? I ain't want to tell niggas I just came back. You know what I'm saying? That's how fast I came back. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't even, certain dudes ain't even know I went home. I came back so goddamn fast. You know what I'm saying? And that's that system, man. That's how that system was designed for us to fail. You know what I'm saying?
That should be crazy because before you go to jail for the first time, like, you be in the streets and shit when you a young dude, nigga get away with like 200 different fucking bullshit crimes. Yeah. That you never get caught for. Little bullshit guns, backing out hammers, robberies, whatever. You get away with 200 of them shits. And then when you get locked up for and do a bid for the first time, after that shit, nigga, anything you do, you get locked up. Straight up, nigga go the first fucking silly shit a nigga do, nigga be back in the pen. And you know why that is, bro? Because it's an old saying that says, you only held accountable for that you know. When you ain't know, you ain't know. So the universe and shit was protecting you. But once you know better, it's a wrap. Your subconscious be like, your superconscious, your subconscious, everything be like, listen, nigga, you already know where you will be if you get nabbed. So if you do that shit, you gonna get it, bro. While the other dude who don't know no better, he keep getting away with shit all day. But your ass will be back in that penitentiary, bro, with them shackles on your ankles. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what keeps me on the straight and narrow. I know I ain't perfect, but I know that if I slip up, them niggas love putting cuffs on me, bro.
Yeah.
They love it. You know what I mean? So I just like, I ain't fucking with shit, nigga. You heard? I ain't fucking with nothing. Like, fuck that, my nigga. None of this shit worth my fucking freedom. I can't take it. The last time I was on Rikers Island, my nigga, like, oh man, that shit was so fucking full of, nigga getting too old for that. Every day is a different fucking problem.
Yeah.
Like, nah, nigga too old for that shit, my nigga.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Well, but we working though, man. We working, man. It's a lot of opportunity out here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of opportunity out here, man. If an individual don't come out here with their head on, man, with all this opportunity out here, this shit is like, the floodgates is open, man. You know what I'm saying? The dude just gotta know how to apply themselves. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, man.
I'm gonna tell you some ill shit. One last thing, I don't want to talk your head off, but I'm gonna tell you one last thing that's some real shit. How long you been home now from your last bid?
From my last bid, I've been home like a little over two now.
I'm gonna tell you some shit, and I'm gonna tell people out there some shit that dudes in the penitentiary, and that's just came home from the penitentiary. When a nigga come home from jail, bro, you come home with that jet fuel. Like it you be unstoppable. Like, is the motivation and the grind a motherfucker have, the energy and the passion a dude have when he touched out that penitentiary, is nothing you can't do. When you harness, like if you was on your bid focused about coming home and getting rich, you harness all of that energy. When you come home, bro, you gonna have an unstoppable jet fuel in you. That's going to make you do. So I tell dudes that, like, don't sleep on that up north energy.
Yeah.
Cause that shit is real. Like, it will eventually it dies out and you become like a civilian again. Like, you become a regular person in society again. Eventually that jail shit starts getting out of you a little bit. But when you come home, that first 4, 5, 6 years from coming home out the penitentiary, if you focus on something positive, that like you like, fuck that, I'm getting rich, I'm doing this, I'm going legit, there's nothing you can't do with that jet fuel. Some dudes come home and they use that jet fuel to go into the streets. And they do it big, but then it ends real quickly. You feel me? But if you take that jet fuel and go towards something like the shit you was talking about, the movement you trying to do and all of that, trust me, bro, sky's the limit with that shit, because you got that jail energy. When you got that up north energy, that shit different.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Like I tell the bros, I ran into a lot of bros I was up top with since I've been home, man. And I tell them all the time, man, the world our big yard now, man. You know what I'm saying? We not spending them yards up there no more, man. The fucking globe is our big yard, B. You know what I'm saying? And we just gotta execute. That's it. Time for the talking to end and the action to begin, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to execute, man. That's it, man. I just want to say free Bloodshed, free T-Mac, free Gunner, free Mel Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Free the gang, man. Free the bros, man. Whoa. You know, definitely shout out C-Styles. Shout out the whole HOB, the whole hall. You know, we honoring our brothers, man, internationally. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bros in Canada, D-Swish, DJ Despair. You know what I'm saying? Vic Law, I see you, man. You know, let's get it, man. Shout out to Maddie, his partner Web. You know what I'm saying? That whole takeover TV thing, man, that shit real. Doing some big things with that. You know, yeah, man. Everything hard, man. Whoa, on our brothers. Whoa, bro. Yeah. Once again, I appreciate you too, St. Lads, man. Once again, man. Whoa.
You already know, bro.
Yo, you know how they say you want to hide something from MFs? Put it in a book? That ain't work with this book right here, you heard? Because the whole hood is fucking with it. Make sure you go to thebloodsaga.com, download the book, listen to the audio book, or go cop that physical copy if you a real one like me that likes that authenticity of having the actual book. Because I got the actual book, you heard? Shout out to the bro Avery Brown that wrote this book. It's blowing up. It's all over the internet. Everybody talking about it. The bro got deals on the table, talking TV and movie deals with this book. It's not a game. You heard? TheBloodSagas.com. Go check that. Tell them LAZ sent you.